Oh, you know me? That's quite the surprise. I don't believe. Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? Your sibling's memory. This is Atosa's memory, but I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come, let's find. I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the extreme sorrow and pain, hope and regret. Father told me that once I possessed all those but despite his intentions for me, in truth, I died the moment. What would it be like if I could live alongside them? I was curious, so I selfishly, even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. I know. But there's nothing I can do. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the I know. Captain Dainsleif. Twilight. Exactly. As someone who could only exist, the loom of fate has already been completed. No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. Captain Dainsleif has had the eye. His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the. He would then hand the eye. That way, Captain Dainsleif could have. That's right. Because in his before you two entered that false location.
Traveler, wait.
Hmm?
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you. Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet, in the face of everything they could be planning. In any case, you remember my father, don't you? After he used...
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time. Kari Bear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too. Well, how about a conversation? The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree? That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean. I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 5... The loom of fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it before the heavenly principles awaken. Yes, for 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria. Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro... Such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took... However, the heavenly principles will awaken. You could say that. Just look at Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation. Even as a hilly churl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was... So ask yourself this. Of course, that's only one example. Ether?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you, but for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions. There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds, you told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower... To have a place like that suddenly appear before me. Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean...
I miss you too, Ether. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes, let alone my own brother.
What's going on?
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our inability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Kari, everything in this space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?
Still so sleepy.